Everyone feels a little better once compliance evidence is in place and the audit trail looks complete. But evidence has a shelf life because the business keeps changing after the evidence is collected. That is where integrated risk management comes into the picture. How long does evidence keep our confidence for? This is a question that creates quiet pressure for risk and compliance teams. Nobody wants to reopen completed work. Nobody wants to recheck every artifact before an audit. Teams need a workable way to understand what is still true at any given point in time. Access reviews are a good place to see this. A review may be completed, approved, and attached to a control, but its value depends on the surrounding context. Exceptions, privileged access changes, ownership changes, and remediation follow-up all affect what that evidence really proves. If those relationships are handled separately, the evidence becomes a static proof point. If they stay connected, the same evidence becomes part of a live risk picture. Vendor risk works the same way. A vendor review can be valid on the day it is completed, but vendor relationships are not frozen in place. A vendor may begin supporting a more critical process, gain access to additional data, introduce subcontractors, or become more important to business operations. In a mature IRM program, the vendor file remains connected to the systems, data, controls, risks, and business processes that the vendor touches. Framework overlap makes this even more important. A single control may support SOC 2, ISO 27001, HIP, PCI, NIST, CMMC, internal policies, and customer questionnaires. That can create efficiency, but only when the relationships stay visible. If evidence for that control becomes stale, the issue can affect audit readiness, customer assurance, risk scoring, remediation priorities, and executive reporting at the same time. That is why continuous controls monitoring has become such an important part of the IRM conversation. It is not only a faster way to collect audit artifacts, it helps teams understand whether controls are still behaving the way the organization believes they are behaving. Evidence collected once can support a moment in time, but monitoring helps preserve confidence after that moment passes. This is a practical way to explain integrated risk management. Risk, compliance, controls, vendors, assessments, remediation, evidence, and reporting become stronger when they stay connected as the business changes. Evidence does not stay useful just because it was collected. It stays useful when it remains connected to what it proves, what it affects, and what has changed since it was collected.